Everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to set up proper IntelliSense and typing for OpenCV with C++ in VS Code on a Mac. Now I have already told you how to install OpenCV and set up C++ with VS Code on a Mac. In case if you haven't watched that video, I would request you to watch that. But I'll quickly go through it any which way. So if you are on macOS, so this tutorial only for macOS. So you might have Homebrew installed. If you don't have Homebrew, make sure you install Homebrew first. Once Homebrew is installed, then you just have to do brew install OpenCV. So this will install OpenCV for us. Then I have VS Code open, and inside extension, so if I go to extension, I have just installed the C++ extension, which is from Microsoft. So make sure you install this particular extension. Then what I have done, I have just created one folder. Inside that I have taken this particular image because I want to show you guys the output as well. And here inside that here I have created a file called main.cpp. I have written all the code, but currently if I try to do anything, yeah, it is showing me, but if you do it for the very first time, it won't show it to you. What I'll do is I'll just reload my VS Code just to prove it to you. So I have reloaded my VS Code, and anyways, in the meantime, what you can do is you can just write all this code. You might not see all this particular files, so I'll just ignore this. So you just have to write this particular code. Okay, the code can be whatever you feel like. I'm just reading an image, converting it to grayscale and displaying it inside a window. And you will also need to install CMake. Again, I have installed CMake using Homebrew, so you can just run CMake. And once you have installed CMake, you can just do CMake -- version just to check what version of CMake you are using. So I'm using 3.9.23.29.5. that's what I'm using over here. Now this entire script, this entire CMake list.txt, I have received it from this particular URL. So in case if you're interested, you can go to this particular URL, and here you will see I have just copy pasted all this stuff, and I have just pasted it over here. Okay, the one thing which I have added is this particular thing, set OpenCV directory, and this should be the path where OpenCV is located inside your application. Okay, if you don't know how to do that, you can just run brew info OpenCV, and it will give you the path where exactly is your OpenCV located. So you just have to copy paste it over here. So if you see, for me it is somewhere over here. So that's what I have done over here. Okay, so then what the problem is, if you see over here, when I try, then you will have to manually create a build folder. Okay, I think I made a mistake. This path is not the same which you have defined it over here. Okay, so just check where exactly is OpenCV installed for your own device, and then just copy this particular path. Sorry about this. And then inside over here, you just have to manually create a build folder. You will have to cd to the build folder inside your terminal. Once you cd to your build folder, you can just run this particular command, cmake ... So once you run, if after running cmake ... if you get an error, then you just might have to do all this particular stuff as well. Okay, so if you are not getting an error, you don't have to do all this stuff. But if you are like me, then you will have to, I got an error after running cmake ... then I have to run all this particular thing as well. But this should be your path where OpenCV is located. So don't just copy blindly my path. Make sure where exactly is OpenCV located for you. Okay, once this is done, so I think I did something like this, brew prefix OpenCV, and I got this particular path, user local opt OpenCV, and user local opt OpenCV, and that's what I have pasted it over here. Okay, and then you can paste the same thing over here as well. Then here we are just doing this stuff, and then reloading our Z shell. Then you can just run cmake ... then run make, and again this will take little bit of time, and then you can just run dot display image and you should get your output. Now coming back to the actual tutorial how to set up IntelliSense. So for that, what you will have to do, you will have to go to the edit, not edit, you will have to go to the view section of VSCode, and the first option which you see is command palette, and here you will have to type. So I'm getting the first option itself because I have just typed it out recently, but you will have to type it C/C++ colon edit configuration JSON. So something like this you will get, and here inside include path, you will have to include the path where OpenCV is located for you. So for that you can just run brew info OpenCV and you will get the actual path. So I will just wait for it. So here you can see this is the actual path, so I'll just copy this, okay, and I'll just after this I'll just add this, I'll paste it over here, and I'll just also add include OpenCV4. If you want, you can go to this path on your macOS and you should see OpenCV been installed. Once this is done, now make sure you reload VSCode. I have already reloaded it, so I don't need to have to, but I'll just reload it once more just to show it to you. And once you reload it, see, so here you can see it is not showing it, so something like this will pop up, and here you can see C++ is doing something. So it is trying to check your compiler. It may even ask you some questions. It is not asking for me because I have already answered it, like what version of CMake you want, and I've just choose the default option, like wherever CMake is able to figure it out things for itself, just select the CMake option. And now if you start if I do something like this, here you can see I'm able to get type IntelliSense. And if I do grayscale, okay, and if I try to build it now, so CMake ... then I will just do make, okay, and then I will just do dot display image, and hopefully it should display our image in grayscale. So here it is. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.